All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. You know, I'm listening to these talk show hosts, and they're talking about Donald Trump, President Trump, and the president over there in Mexico, the issues that are going on. And the president over in Mexico, he's reneging to come to a meeting. And I'm telling you right now that, and like I said this morning, Mexico, this is not the time for them to be posturing. I just got finished hearing that this administration is planning on putting 10,000 more border control agents on the border. Of course, many of us go, well, where are we going to get it from? Where are we going to get it at? Well, think about this. When you look at the amount of refugees that are coming here to this country from Mexico, look at the amount of taxing that they're putting on the system. And I mean, I remember some time ago when my little girl was going to get her driver's license, and I remember how that she had to have almost a folder full of paperwork. But when the Mexicans didn't show up, it's like the only thing they had to do was just show up, and they were getting everything. And so, you know, there's a pause and there's a concern. Now, do I care about the families over in Mexico? I just care in general about people in general. But I can tell you one thing, not at the expense of my family, I don't. But I would tell you this. Mexico had better be very careful how they deal with this issue right here with Donald Trump, because I can see the writing on the wall and the hardline negotiation is getting ready to take place. Because NAFTA, remember I talked about that? NAFTA, CAFTA, GAFTA, all this free trade and everything else. You know, the income that Mexico received a lot of received from undocumented, that's what they call them, undocumented workers that send money back to their families over in Mexico, which helps stimulate their economy. Jobs that was over there are coming back over here. There's a lot of things that's getting ready to take place. Mexico, if this president fools around with this president called Donald Trump, they getting ready to start looking like Cuba. And I hate to say it, but that is the fact. Mexico is getting ready to start to look like Cuba fooling around with this president. Because we can see right now, he ain't playing games. He ain't like Barack Hussein Obama, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush Sr., George W. Bush Jr. He ain't like none of them. A bunch of windbags with hot water and hot air blowing out of them and stuff. He's actually said it, and he's doing it. I think more than anything, that's what the country didn't expect. They didn't expect for him to make good on anything that he said. But he's delivering. He's delivering. But I tell you what, man, to build the wall, they're going to start putting sanctions on Mexico. Hey, that president, you can get mad, but I promise you, you will come to the table after you figure out that your economy has been cut 75% by the United States of America. I mean, we getting ready to see some smoke and fire.